I'm Jason King, Vice President of Corporate Properties for National Bank of Arizona. I'm here to talk to you about Spacekap. As many of you know, there's many products out there. There's your standard pickup truck with crossbody boxes. There's flatbed trucks. There's utility box trucks. We looked at them all. We ended up settling on Spacekap for a variety of reasons. Probably the first was the ROI on the initial upfront cost of these units. When you look at them as a face value of the cost, it's a little bit higher than some of these box vans or utility boxes and things of that nature. But what you have to really focus on, at least for myself and for what the financial institution that I work for, is we looked at what is the lifetime of this vehicle or of this box. Well, the vehicle, we know we write the vehicle off over 5 years. We'll do the same thing for the Spacekap because it is a capital investment. But what I looked at was I saw these Spacekap boxes on the roads for 15 years, for 20 years. I actually spoke to the people who are still running these same boxes, who bought these boxes in the late 80s, early 90s, and basically have expanded their fleet from them, but still have their original Spacekap boxes. So that really made an impression on me. What is exactly about these Spacekap boxes that enable them to do that? So I dug into it even deeper. I talked to local contacts here who are using them. I went out and saw the actual products. Before I ever even contacted the Spacekap group, I wanted to know about the product myself before I even talked to a salesman. And what I saw was the ability for a truck box to truly be a universal truck box. Whether one year I get a great deal on Ford trucks, I install the box in a Ford truck. Next time I come around to purchase vehicles, maybe Chevrolet, maybe Dodge has a better deal this time. This box has the ability to remove out of one and go right back into another with just simply a bracket change. The noise factor was a tremendous difference. The rattling, the clunking, the just never-ending noise you have as you're driving down the road. These Spacekap boxes are very well constructed. They've got weather stripping, they're sealed, they're lockable. They're basically outside of the cab of the truck that you're riding in. The ride comfort is just exponential. Just over a year ago, I bought my first one. I now have 3 of them, with plans to continue to expand. In 2020, I look to possibly get another 2 more boxes on the road. These boxes I foresee to be with me for quite a long bit of time. The ease and the effortless that my technicians now have in being able to walk up to their truck box, open up the side bins, have everything that they're looking for right there readily and accessible for them is a true feat. They're no longer having to climb around and climb through vans and crawl through vans, which as a manager is one of the things you worry about. Is a technician gonna hurt himself? Is he gonna twist a knee? Is he gonna slip and fall out of the van? Is he going to pull a shelf down on top of himself, which has actually happened in one of our cases. The other feature that we looked for on these boxes was the ability to have an entire bed box. A box with a cabinet that can open up and expand the entire length of the bed, adding just that much more ample storage for my technicians and the supplies that they need to do their jobs around the state. Some of our locations are in very remote locations of Arizona, where the nearest parts house and the nearest supply house could be hours away. So these technicians are required to carry a considerable amount of supplies with them in order to get their jobs done in an efficient manner. Having this additional bed space in a sealed, organized box is vital to their success and their ability to do their job and perform at a high rate of efficiency. The other feature that we chose to look at was actually the bed itself being able to extend out of the back of the pickup truck. This allows these technicians to carry some of the heavy objects put them up on the bed and slide them back into the truck. Instead of having to climb up into the truck and try to bring something back to the back of the truck, the bed actually extends out for them to easily grab these. Spacekap has stood behind their product. They have followed up on me to make sure that the product is performing the way that it is. I have a phenomenal relationship with my salesman, Jack. I foresee Spacekap and National Bank of Arizona's partnership to continue to grow in the years to come. I expect to sit across this chair perhaps in another 10 years and tell you about the box that I bought 10 years ago that is on its third truck or possibly fourth truck, depending on the miles that my guys have to run. I cannot say enough how proud I am to have made this purchase with Spacekap. Spacekap's reliability, Spacekap's ROI, and Spacekap's durability has surpassed what I expected it to do for me. If anybody's on the fence about wanting to know, should I go with this truck box? Should I look at other options? I urge you to look at other options. It's always great to have all the information in front of you and make the best decision that you can make. Ultimately, for me and National Bank of Arizona, we chose Spacekap, and we haven't looked back since.